So yes, he is the cheap alternative to Paul Pogba on FIFA 19. So guys, make sure you smash the like button if you want to see another episode of the Cheap Alternative series, and also let me know in the comments who you want to see a cheap alternative for. Make sure you let me know exactly the player you would like to see in the next episode, and also if you do agree with the player that I've chosen for Pogba, make sure you also let me know in the comments. But without further ado, let's get ourselves into the video. Hello guys and welcome to this video. Here today, NerdFire, and today, as you can tell by the title, I am finally bringing you guys the second episode of Cheap Alternatives. I mean, if I just quickly look back on YouTube, the first episode was now over a month ago. So, you know, I was supposed to be doing this weekly. So, good job by me. But yes, so we are back with the second episode of the series for FIFA 19. If you guys haven't seen the first episode, we did a cheap alternatives for N'Golo Kante. So make sure you go ahead, back on the channel a month ago, like I said, and check that out. I'll try and put this all into a playlist so you guys can find all the cheap alternatives that I find out for FIFA 19 for you guys. But yeah, today I've gone ahead and found my cheap alternative to Paul Pogba. So what we're going to do is obviously head over to the cheap alternative screen. I'm going to show you guys who I think is a good cheap alternative to Pogba, who plays like him, similar in-game. So without further ado, let's get ourselves over to the cheap alternative screen, and I'll see you guys there. So as you guys can see on your screen now, it is indeed Anderson Talisca. So yeah, obviously we're going to go ahead and compare both of these cards with one another. So let's get into that now, and let's see the similarities. So first of all, starting off with the statistics, as you can see, they are both 6'3". Work rates, Pogba has a low defensive, high attacking work rate, whereas Talisca has a medium defensive work rate and a high attacking work rate. I mean, honestly, I think Talisca probably actually has the better work rates for the two, because obviously Pogba has a low defensive work rates, and if you want him to play centre mid, you really probably want him to be a little bit cautious, like getting back as well, you know, getting back and helping out defending. So overall, I'd say Talisca probably has the better work rates. Moving then on to the preferred foot, obviously Pogba's is right and actually Talisca's is left, so that's a bit different. Then moving on to the weak foot though, they both have a 4-star weak foot, and then onto the skills, Pogba obviously has a 5-star skills, whereas Talisca has 4. It's very hard to find a 5-star skill as centre midfielder, especially who's similar to Pogba as well, so I would have gone ahead and done that, but there's literally none about. Pretty much that have like the same height, etc. of Pogba. Then moving on to the cost, obviously this is always the biggest difference in every single one of these that we do. Pogba is going around about 380,000 coins on Xbox, whereas Talisca is 1,200 coins on Xbox. And then on PlayStation, Pogba is 446,000 coins, whereas Talisca is 1,000 coins. Then if we actually go ahead and compare on the on-card stats, as you can see, pace, actually Talisca has a +1 pace. Then on to dribbling, Pogba has +5. Moving then on to shooting, Talisca actually has a +3 on Pogba. Then onto the defending, Pogba actually has a +10 defending compared to Talisca. Then onto passing, Pogba actually has a +6. And then onto physical, Pogba has a +16. So yeah, some of the stats are fairly similar, and Talisca does have some better stats than Pogba, and obviously Pogba has better stats than Talisca. Obviously Pogba should have better stats than Talisca anyways, but the real comparison that I actually do for this is how they actually play in game. Honestly, for me, Talisca just plays very, very similar to the way you actually play with Pogba. So he's good on the ball, he can hold players off, he can dribble, he can pass. Obviously, he can shoot as well. Passing is actually very, very good on this game. One of my favourite players, actually, for his price, when it comes to like passing, like long range passing, close range passing, very, very good at that in game. And like I said, very, very good at holding onto the ball, holding players off. A lot of time when I was using him for this video, like holding players off, players trying to tackle him, he actually holds them off very, very well. His strength is actually better than something with physical. Obviously, physical is combined with a lot of stuff, not just the actual strength of a player. But yeah, Talisca is actually really, really good on the ball, really, really good at holding it. Players can run around them, he can do a 1-2 with them very, very well. And yeah, I really did enjoy using Talisca on this game. Obviously, in terms of Talisca as well, you have the option to get his inform. So if you want to spend a little bit more, you can, to get yourself an even closer comparison to Pogba in-game. Currently, his inform sitting around about 46,000 coins on the Xbox and 50,000 coins on the PlayStation, so you can go ahead and pick that up. Obviously, that card, like I said, is going to be even more similar to Pogba in-game. So yes, guys, what we're going to do now is we're going to get into some clips of me using Talisca in-game. If you guys didn't know already and you didn't see last episode, I do always go on the online single matches to try out these players, just so you know I can just chill a bit and just focus on actually using this player instead of having to sweat against some guy in Division 3. Not really fun. So yeah, we went ahead, obviously, on our online single matches, not friendly matches. I know it says friendly matches, but that's what online single matches say. So yeah, without further ado, let's get ourselves into some of the clips that we got using Talisca. So I'll see you guys there. So for the very first clip, we see actually Talisca receive the ball just inside the opponent's half, and he actually goes dribbling. He goes really, really far, then fake shots past one defender, then dribbles it past the other defender, and knocks it into that top left corner. A lovely finesse shot there from Talisca, and actually a very, very good goal overall. Just a brilliant dribbling, brilliant turning, brilliant fake shots, lovely use of skills, and then obviously finishing there with a finesse shot in that top left. So in this next clip, we actually see Talisca receive the ball in our half and a lovely little ping out to Son. Son's control was a bit dodgy there, but a lovely ping from Talisca there to make that pass. Actually very, very nice, and he's very, very good, like I said, at them switch balls across the pitch. So in this next clip, we actually see him receive the ball once again in our half, and he actually goes ahead and keeps it away from that defender, and then actually dribbles past the defender. And here we actually see him hold off a player. Like I was saying, he's very, very strong on the ball. Continues to dribble, takes on pretty much nearly the whole defence. And then the actual finish was a little bit bad from me. I mean, I personally just screwed the finish up. But lovely dribbling once again. And like I said, very, very good at holding off defenders when running with the ball or receiving it. So for the next clip, we see him receive the ball just near enough outside our half. Well, it obviously received it just inside our half there. And a lovely bit of dribbling once again. And a nice ball out here to Cuadrado. Actually, very, very good dribbling. And then that lovely through ball. And then Cuadrado obviously goes ahead and loses the ball there. But yeah, very nice dribbling once again. And a very nice ball across to Cuadrado. So for the final clip, we actually see him receive it just inside our half once again. And lovely bit of dribbling to another through ball to Cuadrado. His passing, like I said, is very, very good. And also, you can tell from these clips, his dribbling is good as well. So yeah, overall, a very, very good player in this game. And definitely a good cheap alternative to Pogba. So yeah, boys, anyways, that is going to wrap up the second episode of the Cheap Alternative series. Like I said, this was a cheap alternative of Paul Pogba. So make sure you guys go ahead in the comments. Make sure you let me know who you'd like to see in the next episode. I will try and get this out weekly now. Obviously, I slacked a little bit, you could say. But yes, I do want to try and get episodes like this out weekly. So let me know who you want to see next. Say, for example, like the likes of Neymar, and Mbappe, a Bale, a Ronaldo. If you guys would like to see any of them players or a certain player that you want a cheap alternative for, make sure you let me know in the comments, including icons as well. But yeah, guys, anyways, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy the video, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.